Oh my gosh, dude, the way Danny dances, it's actually crazy. Y'all already know what it is, it's Jarrell, and we got the dance practice to Iconic by Mistake. I'm a little late, but it's okay. I've been listening to this song. I've covered this song. I covered this song once with my friends, twice with my friends. Actually, fun fact, I did cover this song with a KATSEYE backup dancer. Just saying, alright, if you guys don't know who ILLIT is, you guys have seen her on TikTok probably. She's done a lot of K-pop stuff for music videos, but I'm just putting that out there. I'm just gonna say it. Anyway, you guys already know the deal. I'm gonna react to it and break it down for you guys. And other than that, there's no more time to waste. And let's get to the video. Yes, Yoonjin! Let's go, SSERAFIM! Ooh, the smooth transition with ILLIT.
I am iconic, my mistake. Engrave it on my tombstone. I celebrate the fame.
Chaewon! Oh my gosh, there's my bias. The attitude though with SSERAFIM, I love it. Ooh, okay. Dude, I just know Yuna was enjoying this. The choreo.
Iconic by mistake. Never up duty, taking the beating. I keep on cheesing, looks so deceiving. Like you know me, flapping.
The way ILLIT executes choreo with their speed changes, like the textures, they do such a good job with that. Yes. Ooh, okay. Yes, KATSEYE. Oh my gosh, dude, the way Danny dances, it's actually crazy. She's insanely good. I feel like people just, I don't know if people see that, but she's good, bro. When I watch KATSEYE perform or do choreo in general, they got this specific type of attitude and confidence that they exude. Bruh. It's fun to watch. Oh, here we go. Nice spacing here. Yes. Bro. Yes. I love it. I love it. Seeing them execute the choreo in their ways that we usually see them as in their own groups, but essentially meshing it up all together, which I do think is cool. The only thing I really wish that the song had more of was kind of a mixture of the groups within the song. So you can tell that there's sections within the songs where it's, you know that it's SSERAFIM, you know that it's ILLIT, and then you know that it's KATSEYE. I wish it was a little bit more like kind of mixed around where it's like, oh shoot, they're everywhere. Regardless, I enjoyed the dance practice, but I also enjoyed this song. I had it on repeat when it released because I was like, bro, this song slaps. I don't know why, but it does. But I'm gonna go and break it down. I don't think it's gonna be too much of a long video. I always say that, but we'll see. I always say that. Anyway, let's get started. So great intro already. Obviously, I'm very biased towards SSERAFIM because I love this group. You guys can see them right there. But what I like about how they start for specifically this song is that we do have SSERAFIM obviously standing back, except Yoonjin. So she appears out of nowhere. What I love about her appearing out of nowhere is just like she it's a surprise, right? And then she kind of moves him out of the way with this attitude and almost just like, yo, I'm Yoonjin, like I'm her. You know what I mean? And just a quick smile, and then when she gets to the peace sign, I believe so, the peace sign move, and I'm gonna pause it at that moment. I like how she already has like a good variation of, sorry, hey, Yoonjin, if you ever see this video, my bad on the frame, okay, my bad. She's really animated with the facials, but on top of that, she actually has a good variation of facials in a short amount of time. So even here, right, a quick smile, and then you have this like kind of crooked smile too, where the top lip is kind of having this diagonal thing to kind of give it more of a I'm chewing gum kind of vibe, right? Like this. And what's cool with this move specifically, when they walk up, and then I think the lyrics says fingers, they have this reverb effect. So they don't actually just pose with their fingers down. So when they walk towards the camera, right, they connect here. Boom. So they prep that with the pull up, and then when they go down, there's a bounce to it so that it emphasizes that reverb effect that I'm talking about. They all do it, and yeah. I can already see it when they were filming this because this looks like a one take for this part, and I could just tell that they were just waiting on the side for sure, but it was smooth. It was smooth in the way that they slid into the shot and to do their part real quick. I'm iconic by mistake. I just know Yuna loved this choreo, man. Because I feel like when I was watching ILLIT section, she was really killing it. They all do, but I feel like specifically her, she was standing out to me. Yes, Chaewon! And I like the fact that she gets a little bit more aggressive here. So I'm pointing out Chaewon specifically just because she's center here. So we get to this part where she's doing this, right? So the boom, boom. So she gets this like, if you look at her facials, it gets a little bit more aggressive, and then she hits harder when her arms are facing towards her, or I guess the fists are facing towards her. So I'm gonna rewind to that. Boom. Boom, boom, It was a good reveal with Kazuo in the back, and then here, harder. I think that's the lyric. Harder, and then they're all flexing. Love that. Great pictures here. Everyone's doing the same thing, and then the hips, obviously, all going to one way. Nice. This was a cool visual right here that I saw, is I think they're doing something with their hands here. They're doing a quick combo while Kazuo is going to do something different. And then as soon as they get to that snare, that clap or that snare in the song, they're going to form this visual while Kazuo does this straight line to do this like open mouth kind of thing. It almost looks like a mouth to me as with this visual right here. Nice. So I think what's cool here is that when we get to Sakura's part, all the members are going to do this lean, and they're just leaning back, all patience, and really keeping that core stability in order to not stumble around and look at the camera still with stage presence while we're highlighted on Sakura. Yes. And we get a nice formation effect here when Eunchae is up in the where she's center for the line, or I guess in the front of the line. And they actually use the camera work to highlight this moment even more. This is why I think camera work is really important in certain moments of dance practices. It's just to really, so that you can see these formation effects better. Like, I thought that was cool. This dance is so fun. I learned this and covered it. Nice. Again, ILLIT in their speed changes, I don't know how they do it, but they just execute that really well. So when I think it's thank you for your comments. So there's a pose that they have to do first where their arms are like this in a 90-degree angle, and then they do this like praying kind of motion, or this picture right here. So they do this, they hit this hard, and then they go into it with a speed change where they slow it down at the very last second. Right? Iconic by mistake. Like iconic by mistake. That part was fire. This part, and I think what I really like about ILLIT in the way that they execute choreo or perform is how they do their head angles. And when they get to their pictures, like specifically this part I really like. I think it's Wani's part, and it's like cheesing, and then they hit this picture, but they also again do another switch with the head lean, and I think that's cool where they really take these details and really apply them, because it doesn't, the effects won't read as well if you don't really pay attention to, or I guess if they don't all execute the same head lean. So it's really important for those details to actually be there, so that way it looks, or the effects read better. And I actually like the fact that they didn't, I'm pretty sure everyone didn't tie up their hair, so it's more satisfying to see like the hair flips as they go full out. Yeah, this was a cool visual right here. They go into this line, right, when Minju is in front, right, ripple effect with the hands. And on viral, we're gonna get levels here real quick. She's gonna go lower, I think, and then everyone's gonna stay at the same level, but they're gonna kind of spread out into these windows, so that way you get this diamond type of formation here while they still stay in one line. And another level change that's really smooth, and a formation change between these three. Yes. And then freaking KATSEYE, man. So the way they perform, obviously it's very, the way they execute choreo, you can tell it's very different between SSERAFIM and ILLIT. I do think SSERAFIM and ILLIT are a little bit more on the similar side in terms of movement, just because I do think that their training is more similar in Korea, and at least with KATSEYE, they're more, the way they move is a lot more obviously LA based. So the way they perform, it's like they have this certain attitude and exude this confidence. It's almost just like intensity. So I mean, Daniela or Danny is like specifically, if you watch her, she does this really well, and all the members in KATSEYE do. But I'm pointing her out because she's center here. But I think that's one of my favorite things about KATSEYE. It's like whoever's centered, they're just like, they own that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so good, bro. It's actually crazy. I'm such a glazer. But it's like watching KATSEYE perform all six is so fun. And I'm a little bit more biased because, fun fact, some of my close friends do backup dancing for KATSEYE, so it's, yeah. I'm a little biased. Nice levels here. Freaking Lara, dude. Dude. Okay, one thing I want to point out here that I like is that I think some of the members in both groups, for all groups actually, it's depending on the staging and where they're at in the actual formation. So some members will go ahead and do the diagonal arm where they're going up like this, and then I think front line is going to have these straight lines with the wrists, so that way this entire formation, it's essentially still technically the same choreo here, because the only thing that's really different are the arms, and the reason why they have the back line or the back line do this is just to create more of a dynamic for this one big formation. Yeah, so even they still so in this part, some of the members, I think here, I think it's only going to be, this looks like Wonhee, and then this is Yoonchae, and I think they're the only ones that's actually facing inwards for this move, while everyone's going to be doing it outwards. And then for the front people, which is Yoonjin, Daniela, and I think this is Yuna, they're gonna do it towards the audience. Yeah, yeah. I think Megan is the only one that didn't tie up their hair, but she's wearing a hat though, or that tied up their hair. But it's because she's wearing a hat. I didn't even notice this. I did not know she was holding up her hair like this. That's actually fire. And that's a good way to highlight Yuna here. To have everyone's heads turn to where she's at, so that way our focus goes towards her for this one moment. Yes. Yeah, this dance break is fire. I think the only thing that kind of throws me off here is Iroha and Yuna doing this move. It's not as high, like it doesn't highlight it much because I'm so focused on the entirety of the dance break that I don't really see them doing it. And to be fair, it's because they're just on the side, and it's harder because everyone's doing like full extended moves and everyone's hair is, you know, flipping around, and you just want to see everybody, just the entirety of the formation. It's harder to kind of see that highlight moment for those two, but I can see it because I'm just watching it again. But it's a cool way to still highlight them too for this part. But yeah, this is so sick. Just seeing this frame is fire. 3 different groups, come on. You know, we're missing 2 members. You know, I wish they were there, but it's all right. It's all right. I still love the dance practice and the song. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I have anything else to say. I try to keep this dance breakdown kind of shorter for this video, just because I wanted to talk about more about each group and how they perform and how they execute certain moves or certain sections of this song, and like the different ways that they do it. But for the most part, yo, if you guys are trying to cover it. This is a fun dance to do, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me, and I'll see you guys next video.